The B-1B Lancer bomber, affectionately known as the Bone by its dedicated crews, is undergoing a profound and transformative series of upgrades that military experts are enthusiastically hailing as a total game-changer. This strategic modernization effort is poised to significantly extend the operational lifespan and enhance the combat capabilities of an aircraft that, despite its Cold War origins and 40th anniversary, remains a cornerstone of the U.S. Air Force's long-range strike capabilities. Originally taking flight during the Reagan administration, the B-1B Lancer was designed for high-speed, low-altitude penetration to deliver nuclear payloads. However, its role has evolved dramatically since the end of the Cold War. These revolutionary enhancements are not merely incremental improvements. They are fundamentally reshaping the B-1B into a massively critical asset and a truly formidable platform, capable of effectively addressing the complex and evolving challenges posed by modern and future threats well into 2040 and even beyond. This strategic decision by the U.S. Air Force to focus on upgrading existing proven platforms rather than solely investing in the protracted and expensive development of entirely new ones is proving to be a highly effective countermeasure to the rapid advancements being made by global competitors, particularly China and Russia. By making existing weapon systems unstoppable, the Air Force is ensuring that its current fleet remains relevant and dominant in an increasingly contested geopolitical landscape. The upgrades encompass a wide range of areas, including enhanced avionics, improved offensive and defensive systems, and greater weapons carriage capacity, ensuring the Bone can integrate the latest munitions and operate with unparalleled precision and lethality in any operational theater. Type Bone in the comments below if you're proud of the B-1B's incredible transformation. The Load-Adaptable Modular Pylon System. At the heart of this super bomber upgrade is the introduction of a new modular pylon system called the Load-Adaptable Modular LAM Pylon. Developed by Boeing, the LAM pylons address the B-1B's long-standing limitations concerning its internal weapon bays, which, despite being able to carry up to 84 conventional bombs, Mark 82, restrict the deployment of longer-range and oversized modern cruise missiles like the AGM-186 or newer systems such as the AGM-158 JASSM. The LAM pylons overcome this by enabling the external carriage of larger munitions, significantly expanding the aircraft's weapons configuration at minimal cost. The Lam Pylon design is notably versatile and robust. Each pylon is capable of supporting two 2,000-pound bombs or a single 5,000-pound weapon, making it compatible with current and future heavy missile systems, including hypersonic weapons. Boeing has previously indicated that the pylon can be configured for loads up to 7,500 pounds. Up to 6 such pylons can be mounted on a single B-1B. Boeing, utilizing its own funding, developed the LAM pylons, which saved over 2 years of development time and accelerated combat capability to the flight line. The modular attachment points of the LAM pylons can be repositioned, which streamlines weapons tests by reducing the need for unique pylons and making it possible to test weapons for which an appropriate pylon may not exist. Designers and testers have likened it to a Lego pylon due to this adaptability. Reactivating dormant capabilities and treaty compliance. One of the most remarkable aspects of this upgrade involves reactivating the B-1B's external hardpoints, which were originally designed to carry nuclear-tipped AGM-86B air-launched cruise missiles during the Cold War. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union and subsequent nuclear arms control treaties, these hardpoints were deliberately deactivated, and the B-1B was removed from nuclear delivery missions. This deactivation involved installing metal cylindrical sleeves to prevent the attachment of nuclear cruise missile pylons and removing nuclear-specific cable connectors from the weapons bays. Boeing's engineers ingeniously found a way to wake up these dormant structural attachment points without violating any existing treaties. The Lam Pylons utilize these structural points while completely bypassing the nuclear-specific systems that were removed, providing the bomber with a new life while maintaining America's treaty obligations. Currently, one of these stations is used to carry a Sniper Advanced Targeting Pod, ATP. A hypersonic missile truck. Unprecedented firepower. The Lam Pylons are specifically designed to handle hypersonic missiles, transforming the B-1B into America's most feared hypersonic weapons platform. Testing at Edwards Air Force Base in California successfully demonstrated the B-1B's ability to execute a captive carry of a 5,000-pound class store and release a proven weapon shape from a Lam Pylon. The implications are staggering. A single B-1B Lancer could potentially carry up to 36 hypersonic weapons, 24 internally and 12 on external pylons. To put this in perspective, this represents more hypersonic firepower than many entire air forces possess in conventional weapons. This capability is particularly aimed at accommodating the AGM-183A Air-Launched Rapid Response Weapon, ARRW, a hypersonic weapon designed to launch an unpowered boost glide vehicle. Although the Air Force had previously moved to cancel the AGM-183A in 2023, plans to purchase ARRWs have notably re-emerged in the fiscal year 2026 budget proposal. While RO testing to date has primarily used B-52 bombers as launch platforms, the B-1B is now expected to become its primary home. Additionally, the Hypersonic Attack Cruise Missile, HACM, an air-breathing missile, is another program that could be added to the B-1's arsenal, potentially allowing the bomber to carry dozens of these smaller, more flexible hypersonic weapons. Hypersonic weapons, with their ability to strike targets at speeds exceeding Mach 5, make interception extremely difficult with current defensive systems, complicating defensive planning for adversaries. Bridging gaps and projecting power. The B-1B upgrades are a crucial short-term solution aimed at bridging operational capability gaps until the arrival of the next-generation B-21 Raider bomber. The B-21 Raider, projected to cost approximately $700 million per unit, is currently in low-rate initial production and undergoing flight testing. By enhancing the B-1B's capabilities, the Air Force aims to mitigate transition risks for its bomber fleet before the B-21 fully emerges as a combat bomber. Air Force officials acknowledge that while the B-21 program is a model acquisition effort, potential delays or financial challenges, such as Northrop Grumman's reported losses due to inflation, necessitate a robust interim solution. This move also represents America's answer to the military modernization efforts of China and Russia, which have heavily focused on anti-access weapons and hypersonic programs. Instead of starting from scratch with entirely new platforms, the U.S. Air Force has chosen to transform an existing proven asset into something more capable than adversaries anticipated. The enhanced B-1B contributes significantly to strategic deterrence by sending a clear message that American military innovation continues to outpace defensive preparations, creating uncertainty for enemy planners and reducing the likelihood of aggressive actions. A major driver behind these upgrades is the prospect of a high-end conflict in the Pacific, particularly with China. The B-1B, armed with long-range anti-ship missiles, LRASMs, becomes a formidable anti-ship asset, crucial for conducting standoff strikes against enemy naval surface action groups and shore targets. Currently, the B-1 is the only Air Force aircraft certified to employ any version of the AGM-158C LRASM, though the service is working to integrate the longer-range AGM-158C-3 variant. While a B-1B can carry up to 24 JASSMs or LRASMs internally, the addition of 6 Lam Pylons could allow it to carry 12 more, substantially increasing its overall load to 36 missiles per aircraft. This dramatically increases the total engagement opportunities per sortie, which is critical given the vast distances involved in the Pacific theater.
The Ukrainian-style upgrade analogy used in one source highlights a similar adaptive approach, where Ukraine's Air Force adapted NATO standard missiles for its Soviet-era Su-27 and MiG-29 fighters, using external mounting solutions. While Ukraine's adaptation was primarily to solve compatibility constraints, the B-1B's upgrade solves size constraints for modern, larger munitions.
Comprehensive modernization efforts. The Lam Pylon integration is part of a broader, rapid modernization effort for the B-1B fleet. The BEAST program, the B-1 Embracing Agile Scheduling Team, allows Air Force technicians to completely modernize a B-1B Lancer with cutting-edge technology in just 22 days. With 22 more aircraft slated for upgrades over the next 2 years, each taking just over 3 weeks to complete. This contrasts sharply with traditional military upgrade programs that often take years per aircraft. Key components of this comprehensive overhaul include defensive avionics upgrades. These are not minor tweaks, but comprehensive overhauls that ensure the B-1B can survive in contested airspace against advanced air defense systems. The bomber, which once relied primarily on speed and low-altitude flight, now possesses electronic warfare capabilities that would make many dedicated jamming aircraft envious, along with updated chaff and flare dispensing systems and towed countermeasures. Integrated battle station upgrade. This transforms the crew experience with new aircrew displays and communication links, enabling in-flight intelligence updates and real-time mission changes. Crews can now receive targeting updates, weather information, and threat warnings while airborne, adapting their mission as conditions change. A fully integrated targeting pod connects control and video feeds directly to cockpit displays, streamlining target engagement and reducing crew workload. Link 16 Tactical Data Communications. This capability transforms each B-1B into a node in America's vast military network, sharing real-time intelligence with every other asset in the theater. Updated mass data storage systems. Modern warfare generates enormous amounts of digital information, and the upgraded B-1B can now process and utilize this data in ways that would have been science fiction when the bomber first entered service in 1985. New bomb rack units. These internal upgrades increase the bomber's ability to carry 500-pound class weapons by 60%, allowing it to accommodate 40 bombs instead of 24 previously, dramatically increasing its conventional firepower. Hybrid Satellite Communication System. A planned new start for fiscal year 2026 aims to secure alternate network connectivity and pathways, restoring long-range integration capability and increasing combat effectiveness through a modern, resilient, and reliable construct, with a particular eye toward future operations in the Indo-Pacific region. Operational impact and future outlook. The B-1B's enhanced capabilities allow it to operate seamlessly within allied command networks and strike emerging threats with high efficiency. Its combination of speed, up to Mach 1.2, range, and payload creates capabilities unmatched by other platforms. A B-1B based at Guam, for instance, can reach potential targets throughout the Western Pacific faster than any other bomber platform. Its ability to operate from relatively austere or dispersed airfields adds another strategic dimension, making it harder for adversaries to predict where attacks might originate. The U.S. Air Force is requesting over $50 million for the External Heavy Stores Pylon program in its fiscal year 2026 budget, signifying procurement money for actual operational capability, not just experimental funding. The initial contract awarded to Boeing for Lam Pylons was $78.7 million. In a historic move, for the first time since the Vietnam conflict, B-1B Lancer bombers are now stationed on Japanese soil for an extended operational stint at Misawa Air Base, as part of the Bomber Task Force initiative, underscoring Washington's intensifying focus on reinforcing military ties across the Indo-Pacific theater.
This deployment enhances maritime strike options, particularly with LRASM-armed B-1Bs, which dovetails with evolving doctrines focused on anti-access area denial strategies. While the B-1B will eventually be retired and replaced by the B-21 Raider, the current upgrades represent more than just keeping an old bomber relevant. They demonstrate a new approach to military modernization that emphasizes rapid capability development over lengthy acquisition programs. This success is already influencing other military programs, with similar rapid upgrade concepts being applied to other platforms. The B-1B's planned service life extension until 2040 ensures that the Air Force will maintain and even enhance its long-range strike capability throughout the transition period as the B-21 Raider enters service. The transformation of the B-1B Lancer stands as a testament to American ingenuity and its unwavering commitment to defending freedom around the world. The enhanced B-1B, with its newfound hypersonic missile capacity, vastly increased payload and modernized systems, has not only stunned military experts, but has also reshaped the strategic calculus in multiple theaters, reminding the world why the United States Air Force remains a preeminent force.